Hello everybody, and welcome to the first class of Yoga with Noga. I'm happy that you're here with me and that you're taking some of your time in quarantine to practice some yoga. And today we're gonna do a Vinyasa flow class. So we're gonna build some heat in the body, practicing sun salutation A and B, and throughout the workout we're gonna add some exercises to improve your flexibility. So if in the end of the video you enjoyed the class, please subscribe to the channel and we're going to add more videos. And that's it. If you're ready, find a comfortable seat on the mat and let's start.
Find a comfortable sitting position. Close your eyes. Let the hands rest on your knees. Roll the chin a little bit down to extend your neck. Grow from your tailbone to the crown of your head and concentrate on your breath. Take deep inhales through your nose and long exhales through your mouth. As you inhale, let the rib cage expand to its fullest and only then exhale. Continue on your own rhythm. Deep inhales, long exhales. Relieve any tension from your shoulders and neck. Sit tall. And when you're ready, roll your head to your chest. Slowly open your eyes. And then roll back up. When you're ready, open your eyes. Stretch both arms up. Inhale, grow tall, and then exhale, bend forward towards the ground. Try and reach further with your fingers on the floor to extend your back. Let your head hang. Keep both sitting bones on the ground. Breathe. And roll back up. Extend your right leg to the side and then stretch your left arm up and over your head to the side. You're stretching your arm from the shoulder to the fingertips. And come back up, switch legs. Extend the left leg to the side, and then the right arm is going to come up and then overhead to the side. See that you're not bending towards the leg, but you're opening the right side of the body. Come back up, bring both feet together, and then press with your elbows against your knees to bring them closer to the ground. And bend forward with a straight back, just as much as you can, still keeping a long spine. And then round your spine, bringing the crown of your head closer to your feet. Breathe. And roll back up. And then shift your weight towards your hands in front of you and go to all fours. And then slowly open your chest up, the shoulders back, look up. And then on your exhale, round your spine, bring the head in between your arms. Inhale, open your chest up, sitting bones are high, look up. Exhale, push your tailbone in, look towards your navel. Inhale, open your chest, look up. And exhale, round your back. Come back to neutral spine. And then slowly walk your hands forward, letting your chest come closer to the ground. Keep your pelvis right above your knees to allow a nice stretch here to the back. Keep breathing here, look forward, and then slowly find your way back to all fours. Plant your toes on the ground and then lift yourself to downward facing dog. So this is our first downward facing dog for the practice. So if you need to step in your place a little bit, creating movement in this posture. Look in between your legs, push with your hands against the mat. And then with small steps, walk towards your hands, bring the hands closer to your feet. Bend the knees, let the head hang, arms are heavy. And then slowly extend your right leg, opening the right arm up to the sky. Look towards your fingertips. Open the chest up, and then switch legs, extending the left leg, opening the left arm up. Support yourself with the right hand to open the chest even more. And let's switch sides. On your exhale, open up your right arm. And once again, switch sides. Look up, open your chest. Go back to the floor with both hands. Bend your knees and slowly roll all the way up to standing position. Come to the front of the mat. Keep your feet together, grow from your heels to the crown of your head. Inhale, lift your arms up, bring your hands together, look up, and then exhale, fold forward with a straight back, hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway up, bring your hands to your knees, extend your back, and exhale all the way to the floor. Bend your knees and bring your left foot to the back of the mat, lunge, hips are low. Bring your back knee to the floor, lift yourself up and bring your arms up, hands together. Push with your tailbone in and open the chest, look up. And then on your exhale, bring the hands back to the mat and shift your weight backwards as you extend the front leg. Make sure that your hips are in a straight line above your knee and flex your front foot. On your next exhale, shift your weight forward. Bring the back knee up. Join the right leg to the back. Shift your weight forward. Bend your elbows, and then lift yourself up to cobra pose. You're opening your chest and shoulders up, and then push yourselves to downward facing dog. Bring your heels closer to the ground. Hands are pressing against the mat to bring the shoulders further away from your hands. Look in between your hands, and then bring the left foot in between them. Bring your back knee down, lift yourself up, lift the arms up, hands together, look up. Push your tailbone in, open your chest. And then on your exhale, bring your hands back to the floor. Shift your weight backwards, stretch your front leg. Flex your foot. And then shift your weight forward, plank pose. Shift your weight backwards, bring the knees to the ground, bend your elbows, extend yourself on the ground, and then push with your hands to bring yourself to cobra pose. Then push yourselves to downward facing dog. Look in between your hands, one leg at a time, come to the front of the mat. Extend your legs, bend forward, and then inhale halfway up. Gaze towards your third eye, and then exhale, hands back to the mat. Inhale all the way up, straight back, lift your arms up, bring your hands together, and then exhale, bring your arms to the sides. Breathe. Inhale, arms go up, look up. Exhale, straight back, all the way down, bring your hands to the mat. Inhale, halfway up, extend your back. Exhale, hands go back to the floor. Bend your knees and bring both legs to the back of the mat. Shift your weight forwards, bring your knees to the floor. Bend your elbows, extend yourself on the ground, and then cobra pose. Roll your chest and shoulders up. Look up, and then toes to the ground. Lift yourselves to downward facing dog. Push with your hands against the mat. Roll your armpits in. Heels are trying to reach the mat. And then let's lift our right leg up straight. Square your hips. Gaze backwards. And then you're going to bend your knee. Bring it close to your chest as you shift your weight forward and then in between the hands. Bring your back heel to the ground. Lift yourself up to warrior one. So the back foot is facing outside, 45 degrees angle. Both hips are looking forward. Push your tailbone in, and then on your next exhale, warrior two. Bend your front leg close to 90 degrees angle. Look over your front arm, and then extend your front leg. Shift your weight towards that leg. Bring the hand to the leg as you open your left arm up. Look towards the fingertips of your left hand. Push your tailbone in to open your chest more. Breathe. And then on your next exhale, you're going to bend your knee, your front knee, and go to warrior two. Bring your hands one at a time to frame your front foot. Lift your back heel, and then warrior, and then downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up straight, square your hips. Gaze backwards. And then bend the knee, shift your weight forward, bring the knee close to the chest, and then in between the hands. Bring your back heel to the ground. Lift yourselves up. Lift your arms, hands together, look up. Push with your tailbone in, open up your chest and shoulders. And then on your next exhale, warrior two. Bend your front knee to 90 degrees angle. Keep breathing. Look over your front arm. And then on your next exhale, extend the front leg, shift your weight forward, bring your hand to your leg, and lift your right arm up. Look towards the fingertips of your right arm, right hand. Breathe. Push your tailbone in. And then come back to warrior two. Bring one hand at a time to the mat. Frame your front foot. And then downward facing dog. Breathe. Look in between your hands and walk one leg at a time to the front of the mat. Bend forward. Inhale halfway up. Extend your back. Exhale all the way down to the floor. Inhale, lift yourselves up with a straight back to bring your hands together above you. And exhale, arms go to the sides. Let's bring your hands close to the floor. Sit low, chair pose. Extend your arms forward. And then exhale, bring your hands together close to your chest. And then to the floor. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, hands one at a time to the floor. Bend your knees, walk to the back of the mat. Shift your weight forward, knees to the ground. Bend your elbows. Extend yourself on the ground, and this time lift yourself up to upward facing dog, lifting your pelvis and hips off the ground. And then plant your toes on the ground, downward facing dog. Breathe. Try to release tension in this pose. Lift your right leg straight up. Square your hips, push with your hands against the mat. Long back. And then bend the knee, bring it close to your chest and then in between your hands. This time, keep your back heel up, lifted off the ground. High lunge, lift yourselves up, bring your arms up, look in between the hands. Hips are low. Then extend both legs, bringing them a little bit close together. Back foot is facing outside, 45 degrees angle. Let's go halfway down with a straight back. Bring your hands to the floor and then bend towards the front leg. Stay here, breathe. Square your hips. And then halfway up, straight back, bringing your hands to the hips and going all the way up. Bend your front leg and go back to lunge pose, hands on the mat, and then push yourselves to downward facing dog. Gaze in between your legs. Bring your left leg straight up. Square your hips. And then bend the knee. Shift your weight forward. Bring the knee close to your chest and then in between the hands. Lift yourselves up. Back heel is high. Extend the arms up. Look in between the hands. And then extend both legs, bring them a little bit close together. Back foot is facing out. Halfway down, interlace your fingers behind your back, and then push the arms forward as you bend towards the front leg. Keep breathing. Come all the way up with a straight back, and then parallel your feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, extend your back, and then exhale, go halfway down, grabbing your big toes with your 3 fingers, pushing the elbows outside, and bringing your head closer to the mat. Shift your weight towards the toes. Then inhale halfway up, bringing your hands to the mat, and then exhale all the way down. Bring your hands behind the line of your heels to help yourself push yourselves deeper in this posture. Inhale halfway up, bringing our hands to our hips and then all the way up. Bend your front leg and frame your front foot back to lunge. Then bring the foot to the left side of the mat. Sink in with your hips lower to the ground. Bring your elbows and forearms to the ground and stay here. Back knees lifted off the mat. Then bring your foot back to the center. Bring your back knee to the floor and bring the back foot closer to you, helping your back heel come closer even with your left hand. Your right hand is pushing against the mat. If you want to challenge, grab your foot with both hands, trying to find balance. Bring your hands back to the floor. Let your back foot come back to the mat. And then open both hips, bending your left knee, extending the right leg. Both heels should be on the ground or try to reach to the ground. Then like a spider, shift your weight to the other side. Bring your hands together for prayer pose. Then frame your front foot. Bring your foot back to the ground. The toes are on the ground. And we're going to do the same as the other side. So bring your right foot to the right of the mat, opening your hips, bringing them closer to the ground. Rest on your forearms here, back knees lifted. Breathe. And then bring your foot again to the center between your hands. Bring your back heel close to you. Help yourselves with the right hand. So it's also a little bit of twist here. And then if you want to challenge, try to grab the back foot with both hands. Bring your hands back to the floor. Let the foot rest to the ground. Lift your back knee and then push yourselves to downward facing dog. Take big inhales and exhales here. And then lift your right leg up. Bend the knee, bring it closer to your chest, and then bring the knee to the right side of the mat and the foot to the left side. Find yourself in pigeon pose. So the hips are going to sink into the ground, and then you can choose whether to rest on your forearms or really extend yourself all the way to the floor. Keep breathing here. Enjoy this stretch and this time to rest. Come up on your hands, plant your toes on the floor, and then lift yourselves up to downward facing dog. Lift the left foot up, straight leg, bend the knee, shift your weight toward the front, and then the knee's going to come to the left side of the mat and the foot to the right. Pigeon pose. Choose whether to rest on your forearms or extend yourselves on the floor. Keep breathing. And on your exhale, come back on your hands. Bring both sitting bones to the floor and extend the legs in front of you. Grab your big toes with 3 fingers. Push the elbows outside to both sides and then fold forward. Again, it's the stomach that wants to rest on the thighs. You don't want to break your neck here. Look forward and now lift only the left leg up, still holding the big toe with 3 fingers. And then your right arm is going to stretch out to the side. Look towards the hand, the right hand, and then switch hands, opening the left arm outside, and look towards the hand. Keep your straight back and tall. Bring the foot back to the floor and let's switch legs. So bend forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Bring the right foot up and exhale, open up the left arm to the side. Gaze towards the fingers of the left hand. Bring your left hand to grab the big toe and then your right arm is going to open up to the side. Stay tall with your back. Gaze towards the fingers of the right hand. And then bring the foot back down to the floor. And now you want to shake your legs a little bit. Relieve tension. And now stretch out on the floor. Give yourself some rest. Let's bring one knee close to us, the right knee. Hug it close to your chest. Grab your leg wherever you prefer to, and then extend the leg up, and try to bring it closer to you. You can flex or point your foot here to play a little bit with a stretch, bringing movement to the static pose. Don't strain your neck. Bend your knee a little bit and then go back up. Stretch your leg. Breathe. Then bend the knee and bring the leg back to stretch on the floor. Bring your left knee bent close to you and then extend the leg up and bring it closer to you. See where is it comfortable for you to hold your leg. It can be around the ankle, around the foot, or around the knee. Bend your knee a little bit and then extend the leg again. Keep breathing. Don't put any unnecessary tension on your neck or shoulders. Then bring both knees close to you, hug them, and circle with your knees to give some relief to your lower back. Other side. Bring the legs back to the floor, stretch them out. And then bring the feet to the floor, push yourselves to roll on the right side, and then lift yourselves up to a comfortable sitting position. Bring your left hand to the back and your right hand against the right knee, your left hand against the right knee, and twist to the back. Keep your back tall. You don't want to bend forward here. You want to keep yourselves tall as you twist. Let's go back to the center and other side. So your right hand is going to press against the left knee, helping yourselves twist here. And the back hand is helping you to stay tall as it's rested on the ground. And go back to the center. Bring your hands to your knees. Close your eyes. Take deep breaths here. Relieve any tension. You're done with the workout. You did a great job. Bring your hands together against the chest. Bring your head against your hands. Roll your head up. Open your eyes.
And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this class. You did great work, and if you did like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you again at Yoga with Noga, so have a great week, everybody.